Hey there! So today I have an unboxing for you guys. It is the Book Riot Quarterly YA box. This is the second box that they have ever put out of this particular quarterly box. And I have it right here for you guys. I have got the tape, but I have not looked inside. So let's go ahead and see what we have. And hopefully I'm not opening this upside down. I think, oh wait, no, I am. Maybe it's this way. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so I already can tell what one of the books is, but this is what it looks like, if you can tell there. So the first thing is the little spoilers of what all is in this, so I'm not going to read this right now, but it is BYA02, so it is the second that they have done of this. And the little quote on the bottom is, "As our friend good old Billy Shakespeare reportedly said, a friend is someone that knows you as you are, understands where you have been, accepts that you have become, and still, gently, allows you to grow." That's a good quote. I wonder what that's from. Probably Google it later. Okay. So, I don't even know where to start with this. But I think I will just start with the book that I saw. And that is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. This is actually, I think this book came out last summer. I remember a lot of people on BookTube talking about it, and I was actually really interested in it, but I never purchased it. This is the paperback version, so I'm sure this came out a bit more recently than the hardcover version. For those of you that don't know what it's about, it's basically this girl who goes to live in LA in her brother's apartment, and he isn't there, but he says that, you know, he'll let her stay there as long as she promises to have something grand happen or have an adventure or something like that. Things happen and they're hunting down letters from an estate sale dresser for people, and you know, things happen. Yeah, really excited. Really happy that I got this book. So then I'll go on to things that aren't books. The first thing is Knot and Bow Library Cards, 50 classic book cards for note-taking, list-making, and bookmarking. So these are super cute. I'm going to try and open them up for you. They're just little, like, cards. And way back in the day, this used to be how you would, like, check books out of the library. Like, it would have the author and title, and then you would put your name and the date that it was due back. And there's double-sided little note cards, or actually probably there's a bunch of different colors. There's white, and then like salmon color, and then like dandelion color, and then like seafoam green, like a light blue. Probably what I'm going to end up using this for the most is bookmarks, because I do lose bookmarks like crazy, and these are super cute, and I don't want to just like, not like waste them, but like use them frivolously. I think they're way too cute for that. So I am super glad to have a stash of bookmarks now. That is fantastic. And then this is really kind of perfect, because I was literally just thinking like a couple of hours ago how much I needed one of these. And that is a little LED light clip for book reading. When I'm working, I'm usually in dark places. I work from 4:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m., so there's a lot of dark time, and I don't really have lights handy, and if my partner's trying to, you know, be in darkness or possibly sleeping, I don't want to like put them off by having all the lights on. So this tiny little light to help me read by when I'm at work and not doing anything is truly perfect, and I'm super excited. This is so weird because I was literally just thinking about how much I needed one of these. And you can see it has a cool little design on the clip there. So yeah, basically it just, you know, clips on that to like the book or whatever, and then that's the little light part, and you just can move it to however you need it to be to see the pages. That is super helpful. Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay, and then there are 2 more books here. So let's get at it. The first one is Chasing Shadows by Swanti Avasti. I am so sorry. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I have never heard of this. It has lots of text, but also some like graphic novel-y cartoon drawing elements in it, so that is really cool. That is an interesting sort of way to do that. I've seen books like that where it has like the combination of the two, but I don't actually recall ever really reading any like that, so that is really interesting. Let me read the back for you guys and we'll see what this is about. Corey, Holly, and Savitri are closer than family until a random act of violence shatters their world. A gunman shoots at their car, leaving Corey dead, Holly in a coma, and Savitri the sole witness to the crime. When Holly wakes up, she is changed, determined to hunt down Corey's killer, whatever the cost. Savitri fears that Holly is running wild, losing her grip on reality. Friends should stand by each other in times of crisis. But can you hold on too tight? Too long? So this seems like a really interesting, intense book. Part thriller, part graphic novel, part mystery. All really interesting and all really cool. And it looks like it is written from the perspectives of Savitri and Holly as they like alternate through the book. So that is also really interesting, those sort of dual perspective novels. I'm really intrigued, and this is definitely a book that I am interested in. I like many different kinds of books, but this one absolutely is right up my alley, and I had never heard of it before, so that is really exciting to me. I love getting books that I've never heard of before, which I think I have mentioned on this channel maybe once or twice. Okay, and then the final book, final thing in this box, which is also got swag. Yes, love swag. A Sense of the Infinite by Hilary T. Smith. And the tagline is, "What comes after me and you?" So I have also never heard of this book. Let's take a peek inside and see what it's about. It is blurbed by Gail Foreman, which is interesting. It's senior year of high school, and Annabeth is ready for everything she and her best friend, No, have been planning and dreaming. But there are some things Annabeth isn't prepared for, like the constant presence of No's new boyfriend, like how her relationship with her mother is wearing and fraying, and like the way the secret she's been keeping hidden deep inside her for years has started clawing at her insides, making it harder to eat or even breathe. But most especially, she isn't prepared to lose No. For years, No has anchored Annabeth and set their joint path. Now, No is drifting in another direction, making new plans and dreams that don't involve Annabeth. Without No's constant companionship, Annabeth's world begins to crumble. But as the chain of events pulls Annabeth further and further away from No, she finds herself closer and closer to discovering who she's really meant to be, with her best friend or without. So it seems like it's kind of a coming of age, starting to find yourself, not depending on other people to define who you are sort of novel. But there's an interesting thing about a secret that's been gnawing at her, and so there's some twisting. I really like the cover. It makes it seem a little bit darker than necessarily what the description just has for it though, so I wonder if that has anything to do with it, or if it's just one of those things where the cover kind of doesn't match the book, because that happens sometimes.